Alright, hello and welcome back to part 32 of this challenge stream. I'm just getting ready to have another attempt at Sanctuary Keeper here. I'm slightly changing my initial setup in terms of frontline characters, so that's why I'm reloading the manual save instead of the autosave to get that set up again. Okay, this looks like a great battle to do that. So let's see, I basically want a lot of characters in SOSHP. Including Waka, Kimari, Yuna, Lulu, and Riku, I think. So let's see, I think if I take out one of these guys with Steel and Dark Attack the other one. Great. So yeah, let's start by getting Lulu to SOS HP, I guess. Yeah, I'll just do that with the booster cactus. I don't think she one-shots herself. No, not quite. Who do I want next? Kimari maybe? Don't need anyone's overdrive charging, no. Yeah, that HP is good. So haste lance and spirit lance, haste. Yeah, haste armlet, spirit lance. So Kimari is all ready to go. Let's bring in Yuna. Yeah, Yuna's HP doesn't matter, I just want to haste. Yeah, Riku's HP doesn't matter either, I think. I suppose I guess I shouldn't have brought Riku in yet, just because she could get hit through darkness and make actually killing the silly mech slightly annoying, but I don't think it's a big deal. Alright, so I think I want to switch off Magic Booster on Lulu and hit Riku. Oh no, here I can just hit Riku. Yeah, I think I see what I can do here. There's some chance I want to petrify Riku in the Sanctuary Keeper fight, so I don't want her at 1 HP. So I want her at I want her at somewhere between 110 and 180. So either a non-boosted spell from... Yeah, a non-boosted spell from Lily does still a bit too much damage, I think. So I'm thinking an attack from Waka. Yeah, and then another attack from Waka where Riku is defended should work. Oh, that might be slightly short, huh? Alright, we can do this. Yeah, so that wasn't quite enough damage, but this will be. Right, and now she can still survive a non-crit attack from Whacker in the battle. Okay, so that went perfectly, I think. Aura needs to be full HP because he survives photon wings damage. Tidus, it doesn't matter. Yep, I think we're good to go. Okay, so let's just sort out equipment, double check things, and then go trigger the battle, and that will give us a new autosave that I can just reload for future attempts. So my opening formation is going to actually have Riku. I believe I want this. So Kimahri will always get a turn before Sanctuary Keeper. He's either going to be petrified or he's going to switch out for a less useful character to take the Photon Spray KO, which would be Lulu. Riku gets a turn. Well, I guess Tidus goes first. Whacker comes in, tries to petrify Kimahri, then gets one more chance to petrify himself. Riku's turn, Auron switches in and changes weapon. That's the soonest I can get a turn after Photon Wings. This is the change I'm doing, is having Riku in the front line instead of switching a slower character for Auron. It buys us a few ticks. Okay, that equipment doesn't matter. Spirit Lance, Haste Armlet, yep. Definitely need SOS Overdrive and Haste. Does Lulu's equipment matter at all? I mean, Poison Touch doesn't do anything, Magic Booster. We are going to inflict Mental Break on Sanctuary Keeper, although there's not really an opportunity for Lulu to do any damage, and if she's just having one turn somehow, then her overdrive, what's it called? There, can't remember. Fury, right. Fury would do more damage anyway, so I think Lulu's equipment doesn't matter at all. Okay, Whacker needs to change to TKO. Yeah, Whacker's overdrive doesn't matter. We don't need Sentry. Yes, there's a choice between counterattack and strength plus, but I don't think. Yeah, I'll try the Kotetsu. I don't think. I'm trying to think if there's any downside of having counterattack. It does interfere with the counter for Tail Sweep, but it doesn't trigger Tail Sweep because Tail Sweep's only used in response to an action on the character's turn. So I think having counterattack is. I think there's no downside of having counterattack, even though the damage is going to be irrelevant. There is a bit of a problem with this fight of not doing enough damage, so that's why I'm kind of looking at little things like that. Just like the issue is, by the time you get around to the second set of white magic spells that the boss casts, he's going to want to put regen on himself, and if you're not winning the battle immediately after he gets regen, he just gains too much health, so it kind of puts a timer on things. So sure, counterattack stays. Yeah, sensor and haste on, that's fine. Okay, I think everyone here is sorted. Make sure I have. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I definitely don't want Stoic on Riku. Just double checking things, because otherwise it takes a few minutes to do the setup again. Because I have to reload from the manual save. I think this looks good though. Oh, I should get items in order. So what am I mixing here? I think. Yeah, so I was mixing Elemental status. Yeah, Abaddon Flame, Thunderblast, Dark Drain, Krista, one of those mixes. which is tier 2 plus Dream Powder. Okay, I'm set up for that. I guess I'm not actually. Alright, let's just do this again. So this should be Dream Powder. Then I want tier 2 elements, which is, yeah, Bomb Core. And I think I ended up wanting a second mix. So sure, Thunder Blast, I guess. Let me just double check I haven't used these mixes already. I don't think I have. No, I've only used the 9-hit elemental mixes. Okay. Alright, what other mix might I want? I think I might want just damage, if I remember correctly. We certainly don't end up doing enough damage purely off poison. Yeah, so tier 1 plus stat sphere. Okay, and I've used Burning Soul and Lightning Bolt. Right, so I want something like Stat Sphere plus I guess either Fish Scale or Antarctic Wind. I think I'll do Fish Scale. The only thing I'm thinking of that like makes the elements different here is in the Seymour Omnis fight. So I think I'd rather use a water mix given the choice, but yeah, I don't think that's actually very important anyway. Okay, I'll go with this. I mean, obviously I just have to scroll down manually if I want a different mix during the fight, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I can't quite remember my strategy here, so it might take a couple attempts. I mean, I remember, yeah, I remember what I'm doing at the beginning of the fight. It's just what I'm doing in terms of mixing. I don't think there's, I think it's just offensive mixes I used. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's get the autosave and see how we go.
It comes.
Yeah, unfortunately there's a ton of luck involved in this fight, which means even with the best way I can come up with dealing with it, I still end up resetting the fight a whole bunch of times, but I don't think there's any way around that. So I tried to petrify Kamari to start with. It did not work. Okay, Waka gets another turn to try and petrify himself, which he did, okay. So yeah, the petrified characters in this fight are really useful because none of Sanctuary Keeper's attacks actually shattered them. So they're essentially like a free tank character. And now I just want someone expendable, which is Lulu. Yes. Yeah, I'll cast a spell, but no, actually I don't. It does so little damage, I'd rather not just add to the tail sweep counter. I haven't inflicted mental break yet, so magic just does so little. It's basically a waste. So this is, I mean, we could get game over right here because Oren's not guaranteed to survive the HP damage. Fortunately he does, and he has Sleep Ward. So the only issue is Confusion, which he fortunately avoided. So now I bring in Riku. I see an issue with my setup here. I actually want Riku with less HP than Waka, right? Well, it shouldn't matter. I'm going to inflict darkness on Sanctuary Keeper anyway, but this physical attack is going to go towards Riku, which is actually bad in the sense that if he connects through darkness, I get game over. Oh, he didn't. Okay, so that's the first physical attack. The second physical attack just targets randomly, so I just have to take the risk and keep Riku in the party. Yep, I just recharge overdrive. Alright, that's good. Yeah, that attack, like I said, his none of his attacks actually shatter petrified characters. It's pretty funny. Okay, now I have overdrive back. So if I mix here, I don't get a turn before... Yeah, so if I mix here, my first turn will be just after the Asuna turn. Oh, does he? No, it's not Asuna, is it? He casts Protect first because he's under Armor Break, but yeah, that turn anyway. The issue with the timing here is that I need to get Yuna into the party to cure Petrification on Waka, and then I need to have Kamari basically White Wind Auron so that he survives the second Photon Spray or Photon Wings damage, but I'm pretty sure I can mix here. I definitely want to be mixing here. I mean, there's just not much time to waste in the fight, so let's hope the timing works. So yeah, Fish Scale plus HP Sphere. No, that damage roll was terrible. Okay, Mana Spray, yeah, I needed Mana Breath to hit Waka as the petrified character obviously, so it's game over unfortunately, but... I mean, there's no sense taking Riku out of the party because whoever's in that character slot, if they get hit, I get game over. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this setup, and I'll just keep reloading this autosave. I could have...
It comes.
Yeah, I should have slightly manipulated the HP to not have Riku at the highest, or not have Riku end up with higher HP than Waka, but... It's not a huge deal. So, just doing the same thing again. Alright, don't have a petrified character this time. Is that just game over? Yes, I think so. Yeah, there's no point playing this out. I need a statue. Otherwise, I don't have a way to kind of cheese my way through the Mana Breath turns.
It comes.
Alright, so same again, Waka Petrification, which didn't work. I think the ideal setup really does involve having both Kamari and Waka petrified, but I think I maybe arranged that one time. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I think I maybe arranged that one time in my previous attempts, but... Alright, so far so good. So let's go with Abaddon Flame. So this mix does not much damage, but it does Darkness, Poison, mental break and armor break, which is quite a nice combination actually, because armor break makes Sanctuary Keeper waste a turn, or more or less waste a turn, casting protect on itself instead of using another white magic spell. Okay, so here we're going for the 9-hit water element mix. Just doing the exact same strategy as before. I need to win the coin flip with the mana breath. Well, for what it's worth, these damage rolls are much better. And I won the coin flip, nice. So there's protect. And I don't have time to charge Riku's Overdrive again here, so I need to do this. Not Cure. Oh wow, that would have been bad. Yeah, sooner. He casts a Sooner on himself too, yep. Then... yeah, so let's see, how does this work timing-wise? That's not great. So I want this turn of Orange to be as soon after the boss turn as possible. I think there's a way to do this. Let me just think for a second. Yeah, so 1.5 turns, because Kumari's under haste, so what I want is 1.5 turns. Yeah, I see how to do this. I have Oren spend a turn switching to his haste armor. Then I bring in Kumari and White Wind. Yeah, that works quite nicely actually. So this turn has delayed recovery because Oren switches over to haste. Then Kumari is going to White Wind him. So now Oren switches back to his Sleepward armor. And his next turn is like 1 tick after the boss, which is perfect. Alright, so this went fine so far, although the problem that you can maybe see is how am I surviving the Photon... sorry, the Mana Breath. Because I don't have a petrified character. Let's see. I think I'm not. So he's going to take... two poison ticks. So that'll put him down to 17,178. But I don't believe I have a 2-mix combination that does the rest of the damage. And I'm not going to be able to mix more than twice. Oh, hold on, no, and one of my mixes has to be... right, in one of my mixes I really need to inflict darkness, otherwise Riku's just going to die to the physical attack. So I could mix to revive my other 2 characters. I guess that's all I can do if I can't see a way to win this with damage. I'd have to do that. But that's I don't like doing that because it means I can't start charging Riku's overdrive until she's the only active character again. Yeah, this is where the my restriction of each mix only once is a big deal, because I could win the fight if I had Sunburst available, because I could mix to inflict darkness and poison again now, then recharge Riku's overdrive and use another Sunburst, but I can't do that because I already used Sunburst on Flux. Well, I guess Riku's recharging her overdrive for sure, and then I can decide what to do. I guess I can mix. Yeah, okay. I'll try this. I'll mix the status inflicting. I'll mix for darkness and poison, and then I'll try and mix Phoenix mix just before Mana Breath. If I have time. So I need this to miss. Clearly, but it's, you know, most likely it does because of darkness. Same here. Yeah. And I think I just. Oh, do I maybe not even get time? I'm not sure I even get another turn here before Mana Breath, unfortunately. No, it doesn't look like I do. Ah, crap. No, I'm like one tick out. Wow. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm thinking the current way I'm trying this is just very unlikely to succeed unless I get a double petrification at the beginning. But this attempt is lost for sure now. Yeah, there's no character. Yeah, there's no way I can set someone up to survive this. I don't think there's much I could have done on the timing there to get that extra turn. I kind of thought I would get another mixed turn. No, I think. I don't think I could have saved time anywhere.
It comes.
I'll give this a couple more attempts, and then I might start resetting if I don't get the double petrification. Alright, well I didn't get a single petrification, so just take the game over. At least, yeah, at least the annoying setup with the self-petrification is at the beginning of the fight. Like, there is obviously the variants later where you need, I need the petrified characters to tank the mana breath and so on, but it's not like I play for 20 minutes and then I have to like get the self-petrification to work,
It comes.
Or sit through a 10-minute cutscene. Yeah, definitely underestimated both this bus and Flux in terms of not really like planning. I don't know what I was planning, honestly. I was like, poison works against those bosses, I'll figure it out. Ended up using a bunch of really valuable mixes against Flux, and this is not easy by any means either. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, so the way, I've explained this on the stream before, but the way the self-petrification works, Whacker always hits. Actually, that's not quite true. Sometimes he misses. I've seen him miss himself, and I don't understand how that can happen, given the accuracy evasion equation in this game, but let's ignore that and assume he always hits. So there's a 50% chance of inflicting petrification, right, because he has stone touch. But the problem is, there's then, if petrification gets inflicted, there's a 30% chance that the character gets shattered. So it's really only like 70% times 50%, so 35% per attempt. So that's why getting the setup with 2 petrified characters but not shattered is so rare. Although I get it this time, that's nice. Of course, Oren could still die to the HP damage or get confused, so it's like, yet more luck needed, right? Yeah, there you go. That's too bad. Yeah, so I need 2 75% on the photon wings because it's 75% to survive HP damage and 75% to not get confused, which would also just be instant game over.
It comes.
So that's roughly a half. Then 35% for each petrified character, so it's like 1 in 20 maybe to get the ideal opening. And then of course there's still more stuff that can go wrong later. So yeah, all in all, kind of frustratingly luck dependent. I could help myself slightly by getting Confused Ward, Sleep Ward on the same armor for Oren. Oh nice. Well, I got the same setup again, but once again need more things to go my way, which they did. Alright, that's good. So Oren's into darkness, but that doesn't matter at all. And Kimahri has the highest HP, so Riku can't even get hit by this first attack, which is good too. And recharge overdrive. Yeah, this kind of trick of recharging with Loner, even though you have other characters, slots who are kind of active but petrified so they draw the boss attacks, is pretty key, I think. I don't really know. Yeah, I think there's just no strategy that's even close to this. Am I going to do the same thing as before? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I have to get damage in, and this is the best time to do it. So there's a 1 in 3 here that Mana Breath targets Riku, but yes, another risk that has to be taken. Oh, I think it is targeting her. No? Oh, I saw the camera pan round, but guess not. Okay, so now what I want to do is Asuna Kimahri. Oh, that's so funny. So Kimahri, yeah, like Whacker is showing as having haste and petrification. But Kimahri, even though he has SOS haste on, like equipped and active, doesn't show as having haste. Isn't that weird? It's because like Whacker petrified himself on his own turn or something. He still has SOS haste. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so this is going to be the Asuna turn. So I'm going to do the same trick I did before. Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? I was going to do the same trick I did before to get Oren's turn right after the photon wings, but... that actually is going to put his turn... That's actually going to put his turn right before photon wings. So how do I do this? Alright, quick maths needed. So I think I want 26 ticks. Because there's 24 ticks between the bus turns, and one extra tick would put Oren on the same turn. Like 25 ticks would give him the same turn timing as the photon wings turn, but because he's a character, he has priority over buses if they have the same tick. So I need 26 ticks. But the constraint is I need Oren in the party for when Kamara uses White Wind. So I can do 8 ticks or 16 ticks with Oren. But then I need another character to help make up the other time. I can do 6 ticks at a time with Riku. So 3 weapon changes with Riku is 18, plus 8 is 26. But that... So hold on. If I switch weapon... No, I switch armor to SOS haste now. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because Riku, yeah, that would mean Riku would be in the party for Photon Wings, which obviously is no go. Yeah, the problem is I can't end on an 8-tick weapon switch with Oren because I can't switch to I wouldn't have time to switch back to Sleep Ward. So I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck with 16. Yeah, I guess that's the way to say it. I'm stuck with 16 ticks from. Okay, I'm stuck with 16 ticks from Oren's last weapon change. So I just basically go to 28 with 2 weapon changes from Riku. Yeah, the timing's... Oh, hold on. No, wait. It's not as... No. I overthought that. Hey, Marilyn. How you doing? Yeah, I did have a plan for how to do this. I think this works. This is just a free turn. I'm just using it to equip sensor on Tidus. Yeah, then I switch. Yeah, okay. I should have seen this faster, but I could just switch characters around so that Oren has the time. Yeah, Oren has the turn on Kimari's. Like I switch them around so that. Oh no, this doesn't work. Oh yeah, no, it still does. Yeah, that gives the turn right after the boss, which is what I wanted. Then Tidus switches in for White Wind. No, I can't defend here. Nuts. I don't have Sleep Ward equipped. Why is this timing so annoying? Because if I change weapon here, even though he's not going to be under haste on his next turn because he's going to get healed, he'll still have only an 8-tick delay. I really don't want to have to win a coin flip on sleep not being inflicted. Not sure what happened there. The game seemed to freeze for a second, but hopefully it's okay. So I guess I see how to do it. I just threw like a dummy weapon switch with a character with the same speed who's also under haste. Yeah. This got annoyingly convoluted. Also did not need to even... Yeah, I didn't even need to switch character. I just... yeah, I don't know why I put Lula in there. Because I obviously could have just changed weapon with Oren for the same effect. Alright. Oh no, hold on. I got this wrong. Oh yeah, because he's losing haste. Oh, I screwed that up after all that thought. Yeah, I managed to get that wrong at the end, which is pretty funny. Well, I lose like 7 or 8 ticks here. Oh, Oren's confused anyway. Okay, well, game over. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The problem, yeah, I wasn't articulating the problem very clearly at all, but the problem was basically just timing with SOS haste or not on Oren's equipment and trying to just like save the most ticks I could, and I just couldn't get a good way to do it. The idea was to get Oren out of the party and bring in Riku to start recharging overdrive as soon after Photon wings as possible. Given how tight the timing was that last attempt that got up to the second mana breath, but yeah, didn't find a way to do it. Alright, well I only have one statue. Is this worth just continuing? Yeah, I guess so. I still feel like there's some timing issues and stuff in the fight that I'm not 100% on. So I'm going to do the same strategy as previous attempts that went like this. Have to win the coin flip on the mana breath here, but get a second mix in with some more damage. Mana breath hits Kamari, that's good. And he's going to do protect. Alright, so now Yuna comes in. Asuna on Kamari. So now it's a silly juggling of turns again. But I actually think I have it working properly now, right? Because Kamari switches for Oren, who changes to haste, so that's 8 ticks. Riku switches for Kamari, who does White Wind. Oren's turn is then switch to Sleep Ward, so that's 16 ticks. Yeah, that works fine. So yeah, Kamari for Oren. Switch for haste. Riku switch for Kamari. Runs to Rage White Wind. There it is. Then switch back to Sleep Ward and get a turn right after Photon Wings. Great. But I have to remember, even with this setup, I don't get time to do a second overdrive with with Riku. So in my game, I've gotten everyone's Celestial Weapon fully unlocked except Waka, working on Blitzball right now. Yeah, I find Blitzball to be a bit of a drag. I kind of wish that they... you don't have to do that many games to get his weapon unlocked, I suppose, but... I don't know, I find it a little boring. But yeah, nice going, anyway. Have you started stat maxing yet, or are you working on the Celestials first? I need to figure out what I'm doing here. I think based on how the previous attempt went, I have to mix a Phoenix. Right around 30 games. If I remember correctly, it is technically possible. Yeah, Celestials first. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's possible to arrange things with resets on the Blitzball menus to get all of Waka's stuff in under 30 games or around 30, but that involves like resetting Blitzball stats to 0, so it's kind of annoying. Alright, so what am I actually mixing here? I use the like Phoenix mixes. I think I've almost never used them in any game. You're not resetting? Yeah. No, I understand. It's just that I was just saying there is like a super min-max way of doing it where you reset Blitzball stats, but you don't want to like decide to try that halfway through. Oh, you signed Nimrock, right. I see now. I see how it is. So I'm doing Potion and Phoenix down from Mega Phoenix here. Now that's a bit unfortunate that... Well, that's actually... Yeah, this is game over, isn't it? I was going to say that's unfortunate that Kamari got targeted, but I forgot Waka doesn't even have Evade and Counter equipped, so... Yeah, so much for that plan, huh? And I don't get another mix before... Yeah, I don't get my Overdrive recharged before Mana Breath. Alright, Sanctuary Keeper, take that. Smack. Alright, I'm gonna reset now if I don't get double statues at the beginning. I've gotten further in these attempts with only one statue and it just doesn't work, unfortunately.
It comes.
Just realized something. I'd help to have like Stone Touch on Kimari. But I don't. Yeah, I don't have that, and it's not easy to get either. Alright. Did I save when I took out Seymour? Yeah, I have saves before every boss. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is an option. I guess it would be an option to reload a save before Seymour and try and do that fight differently. Hadn't really thought about that. Oh, the video. Yeah. The video's up on my YouTube. Sorry. Yeah, I just misunderstood what you meant. Yeah, the video of all the the video of the footage from all of the streams is up, and I think there's definitely a Flux video with a timestamp for the actual winning attempt. I can post a link. Okay, let's see if this works. Alright, try that. And like I said, hopefully I put a timestamp in the description for when the winning attempt starts, so you don't have to like sift through the rest of the stream. It'll start like 40 minutes before the end of the stream if I did forget this timestamp.
It comes.
Yeah, I actually made videos on YouTube for like, well, the first one was probably 9 or 10 years ago, before I started, like long before I started Twitch. Oh, you just subbed. Alright, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of other challenges up there actually. I'm trying to think of, like okay, except for the last couple of months where I've been doing this stream and uploading the VODs, it's all like individual videos of a small part of the game with no commentary, just like recording of the game footage. But I try to write in the description what I'm doing and so on. Anyway, I think I have playlists with other challenges. I've put a few Riku-only challenges, thinking about it. Almost like she's the most broken character.
It comes.
There's a challenge I was in the middle of that was pretty interesting, which was beating or trying to beat the as many monster arena bosses as possible in no sphere grid without summoning or Doom or Trio or Quartet. which ended up being pretty fun. I got up to Jumbo Flan, I think.
It comes.
Yeah, Jumbo Flan was really annoying, and I didn't feel like skipping it, but I couldn't get the strategy to work, so I think that was where I got to. I might go back to that at some point. Yeah, this trying to get the double petrification at the beginning is rough for sure. Finish capturing 10 of everything. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, the capturing gets kind of tedious. I think it's definitely like one of... Well, I don't know. I suppose there's a few things that are tedious if you're really trying to max everything and get platinum. But yeah, the monster capturing is nice when that's over. There's always the few annoying monsters that just refuse to show up, right? I think that's the thing that's annoying about monster capturing. Like, at least with stat maxing, it's kind of predictable, it just takes a while. Whereas when you're on one area and you've captured 10 of everything except one monster for like hours, and you're trying to get the last like Master Tombury or whatever to show up. Yeah, so it sounds like you don't have that much left, right? You've got Blitzball, and then you've got stat maxing, and then you've got like Dark Aeon's penance, right? Trying to save time on the stream, we unlocked Coward Overdrive for Titus. Well, that's an accomplishment, I guess.
It comes.
Oh, you didn't know it existed? Oh, that's great. The game told you Titus is a coward. Yeah. I think it's safe to say it's not the most useful overdrive mode, but it's kind of funny.
It comes.
Yeah, I have not gotten that petrification on Kamari with any consistency. I'm trying to think of other funny overdrive modes in the game. There's one that charges if you like mitigate damage with something like protect or shell. I think it's called Rook. That's another random one that honestly doesn't need to exist and is never good, but oh, come on. trying to think if there's anything I can do to increase my chances in this. I think the only thing that's easy to do is just farm the big plant enemies in the cave to try and get an armor with both Confuse Ward and Sleep Ward for Oren. Alright, finally. So surprised that worked, I forgot what I was doing next for a second. Nope. Yeah, the trouble with overdrive modes like Rook is the amount of charges each time is just too small, right? Like, its base is 10%, so even with triple overdrive, you have to be hit by 4 attacks that you're reducing the damage of before you get a full overdrive. It's just not... Like, compared to Warrior or Slayer or Loner, it's just not competitive.
It comes. It comes.
What do you do when you're not streaming? Like, you're a student or you work?
It comes.
I see. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Doing some more training. I see.
It comes.
Do you do training like through the... Is there a company you work for, or is it like more on your own sort of online training stuff?
It comes.
FDM group. Okay, training. I see. Hmm.
It comes.
So what am I trying to ask? When you say you're an application developer, you mean like you do you're actually like writing code mostly, or? I guess that's, yeah, I asked that, but now I'm not sure what else a developer could do. I guess you could have a developer who did testing, but.
It comes.
C#, .NET, CSS, JavaScript. Okay. I've never like properly done training as a programmer, but I work in physics research, and when I was doing my PhD, I learned some C and C++. Oh, R and dice HP damage. Darn it. Yeah, I have some friends who do programming more or less full time. I've often wondered, like, whether I'd enjoy a job that was more or less pure programming instead of doing more research. I think part of the thing is that, like, I never properly learned to program. I just learned, it was like a means to an end, you know? So the way I write code is just not great. And if I was going to change over to do programming more seriously, I'd definitely need a lot of training on that, I think. Or some anyway. Right now, most of what I do is just in Python because I'm not really like developing new code. I'm just trying to like do bits of data analysis or
It comes.
put plots like visualizations of data, that sort of thing. And Python's kind of quick and easy to do that sort of thing with, so it's become the standard in most like physics research for physicists. Boy, I'm not having a great time getting this petrification to land. It feels like, I don't know, it only takes 2 or 3 minutes each time though, so it's repetitive, but not as time consuming as other boss fights, I guess.
It comes.
I got the stone? What does that mean? Oh, I turned Kamari to stone, sorry. Duh. Yeah, sorry, sorry, Melon. I was thinking about the programming conversation and obviously like not paying attention to the game. Oh dear. Hi, Gekakura. Howdy. Yeah, things going okay. Just rolling the dice a bunch of times, trying to get a good opening to this fight, which is proving elusive. Alright, well, if Aaron survives this, I'm in good shape. And he does, alright. So we get another attempt here with 2 statues, which is cool. So mix to inflict darkness and poison. First attack targets highest HP character, so always misses. Guess he really wants to hit Kamari, fair enough. Get in some extra damage with 9 hits. Water mix. His damage rolls were not good. No. Oh, it's a good start, but yeah. Need a mana breath to hit one of the statues.
It comes. It comes.
Alright, 1 statue. Two statue, nice. And Aaron dies by 1 HP. Nuts.
It comes.
Yeah, Photon Wings is a really funny attack because it's like... I'm sure the designers didn't pick the damage with this in mind, but it's kind of like... It's kind of funny to have it set up so that Aaron can survive, so like one Nosferatu character can survive. But the fact that it has sleep, confusion, and it's a quarter of the time just like rolls enough damage to KO him. Maybe I should think about whether there's a way to try this fight where I mix for double HP at the beginning and have multiple characters set up to survive Photon Wings. The trouble with that is Riku would be in the party for the Photon Wings because she would have done mix, but she wouldn't have enough HP herself to survive. So I believe that means I'd have to petrify her, since I can't revive Riku with any other character, right? Maybe it's still worth trying that though, because if imagine I had double HP on Waka and Kamari. No, maybe I want double HP on Orin. If I inflicted Magic Break and had Shell on Orin and double HP, actually I wouldn't even need all of those. Yeah, I could survive the HP damage from Mana Breath even.
It comes.
Yeah, but I've already used one double HP mix and there's two more. And I need to save one for Omnis, because otherwise I can't survive Ultima. So if I did do that, then I wouldn't have double HP buff available for Spectral Keeper would be the fight, I guess I might want it. Yeah, alright, I'm not going to think too hard about this now, but between this stream and whenever I'm streaming next, I might see if I can come up with some strategy to like set up the party more defensively and not need to rely on the statues to tank the attacks, since that's just a bit too inconsistent, it seems. I kind of like that idea, but like I say, the issue is whether I need double HP somewhere else. Rip. Oh, at least this time it killed him by a good 20 HP. How's your challenge coming along, Gekikara? If you're still here and still working on it. You're doing no Sphere Grid, no Summon, no Customize, no Overdrive, I think? If I'm remembering right. Clear Dominus working on capturing. Nice! Inside Sin and Omega Ruins. Cool. Yeah, capturing in that challenge is pretty fun. Getting consistent strategies for the hard fiends. Alright, let's see, what am I doing here? I'm just changing weapon to recharge overdrive. Please dodge, please dodge, please dodge. Yeah. I wonder if there's... I'm going to do what I was doing before, which is mix for damage here, but now I think about it, maybe there's some case for mixing, like, Eccentric or Hotspurs, whichever does the double overdrive. I'll think about that. Only play for about an hour per session, but each time I learn the best strat for one particular encounter. Yeah, that seems like a pretty solid way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to leave Whacker as a statue here. There's the Asuna. Now I'm going to do the trick I was doing before, where I switched to haste and then switch back to sleep ward, and use White Wind of Kimari, and then that lines Aaron up for turn right after the boss's turn to bring Riku back in, hopefully. Oh, confusion on Aaron. Rip. Yeah, that's too bad. Wow, he really didn't like Whacker there. That's so funny. So Aaron was confused and under darkness, but I guess if you're under darkness, maybe maybe that doesn't apply if you're attacking a statue. I never thought about that. It's such a weird scenario. I've probably never seen it come up before, actually.
It comes.
Yeah, I mean, doing as much physical damage as possible is definitely like the most straightforward way to do the capturing, but the issue, with characters that no figured stats, you have to get inventive. I think the challenge that Gekikara is doing with the where you don't have summons, overdrive, or customize, like the thing that challenge really teaches you is how broken use is. You can do so much with that ability. It's really amazing how tanky you can make characters in No Figured too. You know, double HP, protect, defend. You can set Aaron up to tank, you know, so many super powerful attacks. Even against quite a few of the Monster Arena creations.
It comes. It comes.
Like, I think the kind of safe strategy for capturing in this figured, like, or one way to approach it anyway, is to figure out what do I have to do so my characters basically survive all the monster attacks. And just set yourself up so you can't lose, rather than worrying about offense. Because even against like Behemoth King or some of these strong late game enemies, you can do it. I mean, I guess if you're playing a challenge with Phoenix Downs and you're fighting against an enemy that only KOs one character at a time, it's like, yeah, you probably don't have to worry about it too much, but
It comes. It comes.
yeah, Waka just missed himself. That's what I was saying a little while ago, like, I have no idea within the mechanics of the game how he's allowed to miss himself given his accuracy and evasion. It just makes no sense. Okay, taking out all but 3 of the area buses. Need to get to the point where you can take out one eye. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. What's the easiest way to take out one eye?
It comes.
I mean, you can probably get to the point where Whacker and Tidus are strong enough that, like, attack reels plus Blitz Ace takes it out reasonably, like, without having to farm that much strength, I would guess. No, I guess it depends. Yeah, it depends, like... Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you can also. Yeah, you can for sure just do what Kikakara said. Actually, it has 150k HP, I believe. So you need to do an extra bit of damage, but not much, because you do a little shy of 120k with a trio attack reel. But yeah, if you do trio plus trio attack reel and then one of Tidus's overdrives, like slice and dice, for that you need Whacker's ultimate. Yeah, no, yeah, right. Once you've got triple overdrive and break damage limit on Whacker, for sure, yeah. Yeah, you definitely... Yeah, there's no sense in trying to customize weapons to do more damage when you can just get those Celestials. You want to save the dark matter from capturing for Ribbon. Can't tell if you like or don't like Blitzball. That's funny. I feel like... Yeah. I play it. I sometimes feel like, oh, Blitzball isn't so bad, and then I play it for a league, and it's like, all right, I'm done with that. I think the concept is cool, and the mechanics are kind of cool, but I find it a little repetitive. and the AI is... If the AI was a bit better, I think it would be... I'd enjoy it more. Once your team's strong and you're just plowing through the games and scoring a bunch of goals, it's pretty relaxing. Yeah, I understand that. I remember there were people back on the Game FAQ boards years ago who just played like hundreds of hours of Blitzball. Like they were trying to max characters, teach characters all the skills. Yeah, that's some dedication.
It comes.
I wonder if there's any... Yeah, I never thought about this before, but I wonder if there's any way that like the game could be modded to change Blitzball in a way that makes it like a little more interesting or replayable. I never really looked into mods for this game much, and I've played one which basically like tweaked the stats of enemies to make them harder. It didn't change the AI, it just like padded the stats, which was actually kind of interesting. Like I was thinking of streaming that mod after I finish this playthrough, possibly. I know that P. Birdman has made a mod that changes like AI and stuff too, and I'd love to play that when it's public too. But yeah, I don't know if there's mods out there for things like changing Blitzball. There's lots of the cosmetic mods, or like appearance, I guess. How would I change Blitzball if I had the chance? Yeah, I definitely think like trying to somehow make the AI a little a little harder to just cheese with strats like hiding the ball behind your own goalkeeper and stuff. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, you're completely right. There's no incentive to get to very high levels of play rate. There is a weird amount of depth. Yeah, there is. I mean, people clearly, like, they must have put a lot of time into testing it. And some aspects of it are cool. I think, I was just thinking about the mechanics for, like, when you're trying to tackle someone or you're trying to shoot, like, the variance of the way the stats, like, vary by plus or minus 50%. Maybe they could have changed that formula so that like there was some small probability of like rolling rolling higher and having a weak player take the ball off a great player sort of thing. Rather than being in a scenario where it's like you just have to watch the animations but you know like 100% they're not going to make the tackle. Yeah, that would make the game more annoying in a way though, because
It comes.
any kind of extra variance like that just hurts the player, I think, in the long term. Like assuming your aim is to more or less win every game, you don't want to have extra variance. It's kind of like with battles, right? If you changed the battles so that the enemies and allies both had like way higher chance of doing a critical hit, it would hurt the player, at least for most of the game, because the player needs to get through every battle, whereas if you give the fiends a chance to get lucky, then you're going to have more annoying game overs from the fiends just high rolling you. So maybe that wouldn't feel so good in Blitzball.
It comes.
Maybe more mechanics for like... Maybe have more opportunity for the ball to basically come loose, rather than it only being on like the 0. If like if you catch, if the character's making a catch with exactly 0 catch. Oh, hold on, I'm getting mixed up, aren't I? It's not. Yeah, no, I'm getting mixed up. You fumble the catch if it's just less than 1. It doesn't have to be exactly 0. And the game doesn't show negative numbers anyway. But yeah, maybe if there were more abilities that triggered when the ball went loose, or there was more of a chance of like the ball going loose in a tackle, rather than you just taking it off that guy.
It comes.
I'm curious about this now. I'm going to Google Final Fantasy X Blitzball mod. Oh, this... I'm finding something. Alright, I probably should concentrate on this battle a little bit. Yeah. Getting Nimrat for your goalkeeper is pretty great. Alright, I've only just literally looked at this, so I have no idea if this mod's any good, but there is a mod called Blitzball Spirit Tournament. Focuses on the minigame Blitzball, not just a lot of balancing. Every team gets new players, and you'll face a minigame with more fun.
It comes.
Huh, alright, might have to check that out. I feel like P. Birdman maybe made some changes to Blitzball in his mod, but if I remember correctly, that was like nerfing the rewards rather than changing the mechanics. I might be wrong about that though. I'm just going off what I remember reading on the forums years ago.
It comes.
Most successful minigames in the Final Fantasy series are all dependent on incentives. Triple Triad, mechanically simple but netted you probably disproportionately great rewards. I mean, yeah. If they made rewards like 10 dot matter for each tournament, yeah, right. I still can't quite get over the idea of giving away, like, essentially weapons of mass destruction as tournament prizes. It's funny as well. It's the same. I have the same thing with Rin giving away 99 Underdog Secret, which you can turn into Sunburst. It's like, oh, great job learning our language. Here's materials for Rika to make essentially nuclear explosions. He knew what he was doing. Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. Yeah.
It comes.
Alright. Well, I'd love to have another attempt where I got the double petrification at the beginning, but boy, it's unlikely based on how many times I've tried and failed.
It comes.
Alright, there's one. There's two. Okay. No.
It comes. It comes. It comes. It comes.
I wonder when a new version of P. Birdman's mod will be out, actually. I know that Dansko8, who's a YouTuber who worked with P. Birdman a bit on testing the version he's working on right now, like released a whole series of videos playing through it, which I deliberately haven't watched, only not because, I mean, I'm sure they're good, but I just don't want spoilers about what the mod does, but I see he's kind of gotten to the end of those, so maybe that means there'll be a version for everyone else to play soon. That'd be good. I don't think I ever tried the original version that P. Birdman made. Like, he made the game harder. He really changed the AI. He did make the game harder, but he didn't make it like he wasn't deliberately trying to make it super difficult. It was mostly just for sort of a different experience, for more experience. Like, it would have been hard if you were a new player, I guess, but...
It comes. It comes. It comes.
Oh.
It comes.
Alright, I'll give this another few attempts. And then probably end the stream for today. I didn't stream at all last weekend because I was having some work done on my apartment and there were people in and out a bit. And then during the week I was just pretty busy with work, so I would have only been able to stream for like an hour here or there maybe. But with it being a long weekend, for me at least, I might stream tomorrow on Monday. I think with hindsight, it would have. I probably should have picked a challenge that would be less reset heavy in the late game, but I don't know. I still enjoy this. I think I'm still interested to see how far I can get and how I'll get past like Spectral Keeper, Omnis. I think could be quite interesting. I probably do need to change my strategy here though. Like think about it for a day or two and come up with something a bit more consistent. As like, yeah, as strong as the self-petrification strat is, and as much as I want to use it and for it to be successful, it just isn't, like getting double characters, double statues at the beginning is just too inconsistent.
It comes. It comes. It comes.
I don't think there's any way I can like keep the same basic strategy but improve it at this point. Like I don't think there's a way to sequence things differently at the beginning. I don't think there's any way for Oren's turn after Photon Wings to come forward. Right now it's happening on about turn 30, tick 34, 35, but, sorry, 33, 34, but, yeah. If I want Waka to have 2 chances at the Stone Touch, I don't think I can do better than that. So if I do mix Mega Vitality for double HP, let's say I double HP on Kimari, Aren, and Riku. So I could do that on my first strike turn. Then I actually have to heal. Yeah, then I'd actually have to heal Kimari so he would get above 1000 HP. Yeah, maybe that's kind of tricky. The other funny thing with Photon Wings that hasn't come up in this strat of doing it, but could come up if I try something different, is the silly curse effect, which stops your overdrive charging. I guess I wouldn't necessarily... I wouldn't necessarily have to keep both other like non-Riku characters in the front line for Photon Wings. I could have only one of them able to survive it and have the other guy switched out. I kind of like the idea of having multiple character slots active in the battle, but the thing is, if I'm not using Loner to charge Riku's overdrive, my ability to deal damage, like use mixes, is just going to be slowed down a whole bunch. I think trying something with double HP at the beginning is still worth.
It comes.
Like, it's worth giving it a shot. I just haven't fully figured out quite how it would work. It's obviously unfortunate that you can't have Riku with enough HP to survive Photon Wings herself. That would make things a lot easier. The fact that she would need to be made into a statue, then made not a statue later, is just like more awkwardness in the fight, right? Oh, Waka missed himself again. There you go. I wish I knew why that happens. It can't be because of luck, right? Because he obviously has, he has the same amount of luck on the defending side as on the attacking side, because he's attacking himself. Anyway, it's only a couple of % chance, I think.
It comes.
Alright, I think that's going to do it for today. Just been streaming about 2 hours. It's good to get another stream in and have some more practice with this fight, even if I'm deciding my strat's not good enough. Like, it is still progress. So I'm not sure when I'll stream again. It might be tomorrow or Monday, it might not be till next Saturday, but it should hopefully not be more than a week, because I do want to keep plugging away at this and finish it off. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and I'll upload the VOD on YouTube like normal with all the other ones. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you next time.